Hi guys, Zach here in another Command & Conquer Red Alert video. In this game I'm playing a 4v4 match on the map Red Alert. I'm starting in the top right position playing as the Allies. Now this video is a follow-up to the video I showed on Tuesday, so if you would like to watch that video, do go to that. And I'm going to give some spoilers when I talk about this right away, so if you want to watch that video, go and watch it now before I spoil it. But in the first... we had a game where Eric just absolutely annihilated me with my strategy. So what I did is I reformed my strategy, and the next game I was playing on Eric's team, and it seemed to work really well, but then I got attacked by multiple players, and Eric's strategy actually worked really well in that game, and he just outshone me completely. Now this is a third game, so this time we've got Nose and Eric playing on the team, playing on the bottom of the map, and I'm on the team playing at the top of the map. And for balance, because Eric and Nose are on the same team, they have an unknown player on their team, just like what happened last time. And we're just going to see how this strategy works against Eric's, and if I do a lot better than what happened in the first game I played, where it seemed to go well initially, but then I got absolutely annihilated. And just to remind people what I'm doing is, initially I'm not really going for expansion. I'm going to build double war factory, and I'm going to go for 4 ore trucks straight away. And you can see we're getting to this point quite quickly, and we're killing a lot of green troops there. Green's lost a lot of men there, and now we're just here. And I think purple's Eric, and that's sort of like the building they can capture in the middle of the map. So I might try and destroy that building, but now it looks like purple is getting a little bit closer. So I'm just going to leave my infantry there for a time being while I build my economy at my main base. And we can see that blue is actually moving his main MCV starting construction yard to the middle of the map. Now that's quite I don't like that strategy, because what it does is it means you're going to have a period of time where you're not building any structures, so it does take away from that. And you can see now Eric coming in with the Grenadiers, and those Grenadiers look like they're going to be able to defeat my infantry, so I'm going to have to pull them back. But while this is happening, I'm building a really strong economy with those ore trucks, and I'm going to be able to get my second ore refinery placed after in a not too distant future. You can see blue also building some heavy tanks. Question is he going to have the economy to support that production, and is he going to be able to provide some support to the middle when we go for the attack? But yeah, he's got quite a few heavy tanks for the time being, so that's probably a good thing. I'm struggling a little bit with the economy right now, but as soon as I get that loaded in and get that second ore refinery down, I should be okay. And you can see that I've just redirected one of my ore trucks to go to that new ore refinery. That's just so I don't want too many ore trucks going to the same ore refinery, otherwise they could get stuck. And I've just seen that purple Eric has captured that building in the middle of the map, so that's going to be make things a little bit more tricky for us. And now I'm building that service depot, so I'm going to be able to build an MCV. And now I'm bringing those medium tanks down into the map. We can see blue streaming heavy tanks as well, so hopefully we're going to have quite a formidable force. We've also got Reeps playing on the right side of the map. He's playing as green, and we can see him with some infantry there, but he hasn't got any tanks in that middle part yet. And now I'm bringing my tanks down because I want to deny Eric getting on those gems in the middle. And I'm just having a bit of a look at the back of my base because I've got my MCV there, and I'm moving it further down. I'm also building my ore refinery, which I'm going to place on the first island. And now the first fight with Eric starts. Let's see what we can do. He's got 2 heavy tanks there. I've lost one of my medium tanks, and I've only got 2 medium tanks left. But at the moment, we can see that tank. It's losing HP, and it looks like we're going to be able to take it down. So that's Eric's heavy tanks out of the picture. And now we're going to go for that ore truck. You can see that ore truck collecting gems, and now he's having to retreat it back. I don't know whether he's going to take it back to his main base, or whether he's going to keep it just in the back there, and then start mining once the fight is over. And now I'm building a naval yard because I'm going to build a transport ship, because I'm going to try and get that MCV to the outer island, which isn't connected by the mainland. And now Eric in the fight again. You can see he's building a mix of infantry and heavy tanks, and it looks once again like I'm going to be able to defeat those heavy tanks. And now I'm just trying to sort out this economy here. I'm sending some of the ore trucks to that next ore refinery so I can start mining off the middle ore patch in that first island. And now you can see the fight here. We're taking our medium tanks down. It looks like we're going to be able to destroy that ore refinery, so that's a bit of wasted resources from Eric. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the outer island and get there nice and early, and hopefully Eric won't be there at this point in time. And you can see Reaps with his infantry there. I'm surprised actually we haven't seen any tanks from Reaps yet. And I'm just having a little bit of a look around and trying to find out how to get onto this middle island. Just find the bay part. And there's a Tesla coil from Eric. We'll try and destroy that right now and get rid of that. And you can see there he's got some heavy tanks, but his heavy tank numbers are starting to build a little bit, and I just have to be a little bit careful. But now I've got my MCV on this island, I've got the ore refinery ready to place, and I'm just hoping that Eric hasn't got anything there at the moment. And what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and like sort of build a little bit of a navy on this middle part, just to make sure that if Eric does come later on with his transport ship, that I'm prepared and that I'll be able to defend if he does try to like place any buildings on there. And I'm building a radar dome so I can see what is going on. And you can see our destroyers now coming out. Eric's starting to build some Tesla coils, of course. So he's going to get a little bit of a stronghold on that middle island. But hopefully I'm going to be able to like defend this outer island here, because that does have quite a few gems and resources on it. And I'm building my tech centre as well. We can see the actual fight on the left side of the map seems to be going all right as well. So that's all good for our team at the moment. And now I've built my tech centre on the outer island because I don't really plan on losing control of it. So hopefully it'll be safe there. And yeah, I'm just... what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my MCV back and I'm going to put it on that middle island and try and build up there and see if we're able to do that. Because now we've got that stronghold there, and you can see that heavy tank firing on that transport ship. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it round, and we can see Reaps coming in now with his medium tank army, and he's got quite a few tanks there, and this could pose a little bit of trouble for Blue. But I've got quite a few tanks held back, and I'll be able to push forward right now. And I've also now produced another ore refinery on that outer island, and I'm also going to get this MCV deployed just in the middle here. We'll have to see if we're able to do this. You can see that Blue might be in a little bit of trouble, and I'm being a bit cheeky here, and I've sort of like built on the same side as Eric. So we'll have to see if he notices that. And you can see a large number of ore trucks coming onto this middle patch at the moment. That's from Eric. So he's obviously struggling for maybe ore, possibly. And now we've got a lot of these destroyers coming as well. And now I'm just going to place this this ore refinery here, and now my tanks are coming in along with my destroyers, and they're going to provide quite a bit of damage. You can see Eric now going for this construction yard. I'm not too worried about losing it, like, it's just I want to get control of this middle patch, because who controls the ore is going to control the game. You can see Reaps now bringing his green tanks back. He's trying to fight me, but I think I've got the better tank numbers at the moment. I've also got the destroyers helping me. I've also managed to get my MCV out of the way, and things are looking on the up. We can see we're starting to destroy those ore trucks and take them out. So Eric's losing quite a lot here. It's not going well for him at all. You can see he's got another Tesla coil there, but he's probably not getting the resources he wants right at the moment. And there, another ore truck looks like it's going to go down. We can see Reaps has also got a navy, so we'll have to be careful of that. And you can see those two ore trucks on quite low HP, and we're going to try and take out that ore refinery. Let's see if we can get it down. We can see Reaps keeps on streaming in tanks, and he seems to have like quite a good number at the moment, so I might have to fall back a little bit. And we can see Eric keeps on streaming in ore trucks, and the fight continues. We can see that Blue has like a little bit of he's got a bit of defense on that like mainland, but we are losing ore on our starting island. You can see we've got a bit in my like corner, but it looks like the other teams have been quite mined quite a lot there. We can see that Orange is in quite a good position. He's got like tanks places all over the map on the left side. And now I've just built towards the middle, and I'm going to be able to build a navy on the middle of the map, because you can see now Reaps is going for that where he's going for that construction yard, the MCV. I'm trying to get it away, but I don't think I'm going to probably be able to save it in time. So that's probably going to go down. Now I've got some naval yards built on the middle of the map, even though I've got like a lot placed. And what I'm doing is I'm just bringing some like ships to like where blue is. Because he's got a couple of Tesla coils there, but I think a few ships there will do well as well, just to stop this attack from Reaps. Because Reaps does have quite good tank numbers, and now Reaps is trying to pass over, but what he's going to have to do is he's going to have to fight both Tesla coils, tanks, and destroyers. And now I've got a cruiser there, and we can see Red on the other on our team. He's also building a navy. And now Reaps is trying to cross over, but he's getting attacked by Tesla coils, destroyers and tanks, so it's going to be very hard for him to make any progress, and I think he's losing a lot of units there. So not a good trade for Reaps, but a good trade for our team. And when I look at the map, what I can see is the bottom team are running out of resources. I think our team have got both the outer islands, which still have some resources on them, so it's looking very good for us. And I've also got some cruisers. I'm also going to build some destroyers at the same time. I'm heavily investing in Navy in this game. And you can see there those ore trucks from Purple, and now Purple's loading up a transport ship. And I think what he's going to try and do here is he's going to try and go for my outer island. So I'm going to need to bring some destroyers down and try and defend against this. I've also got turrets being built, which I'm going to place on this other island. So we'll have to see what they're able to do here. I'm trying to go after the transport ship with the destroyers, but the transport ships are pretty fast, and it looks like he's going to be able to get on that island. So let's see what I can do, or if he's going to do a lot of damage. Is he going to try and deploy here, or is he going to deploy at the top? It looks like he might deploy at the top for the time being.
Unit ready.
And it's just like making things a little bit tricky for me, because there's still some resources there, so it's very important that I'm going to be able to fight there. And now Green pushing up Reaps with a navy, but I do have some destroyers further up near my base.
Ready. Building.
And let's see, what does he have? He has an MCV, which I'm not surprised about. I'm going to try and bring these destroyers to the top. He's also got some heavy tanks, and those heavy tanks could be dangerous for my ore trucks. I'm building turrets to provide a little bit of defence, and there goes down the ore refinery. And I'm just so happy that's not a Tesla coil, because that could absolutely wreck my turrets. And now his heavy tanks are going in for the attack on my turrets, and it looks like to be a pretty even fight, although his heavy tanks might have the slight advantage. We've just managed to destroy one of those heavy tanks, and now they're going for my second turret. Let's see if we can keep it going. And now I've got another turret down, and that will be, those must be stronger than his heavy tanks. And now I'm going to be able to get my destroyers in. Let's see what they're able to do. We can see now Reaps going for the attack on Red. And now, yes, he's got that Tesla coil in there, and that Tesla coil is going to be so strong against the turrets, but we're able to kill it with our destroyers. And now we're going to go for that ore refinery and try and get his construction yard down at the same time. And now he's built another Tesla coil a bit lower down, and that Tesla coil is firing on my ore truck, and that ore truck is unfortunately going down. But we're going to try and take his construction yard. You can see he's undeployed his MCV, and my destroyers can reach that Tesla coil and destroy it. And you can see that ore truck goes down, and he's also got his MCV, which he's trying to like take around the map, but I don't think he's going to be able to do much with that. And it looks like Reaps is on the retreat. My destroyers have been able to beat Reaps' army, and Orange and is doing quite well in the middle there. Although he's been pushed a little bit. He seems to be falling back a little bit from Cyan, but it does look like he has a better army on the radar screen. And he also has a navy on the left side of the map, which will provide a lot of backup. So all looks good so far, and I'm just getting some defences in the main base. I'm stopping building like navy now, because I think I've got enough navy. I can start focusing on tanks. And there's those red. I've been a bit careless there. I've lost some destroyers, and Green seems to be trying to take out my navy using his tanks. Although destroyers do quite well against tanks, especially because they've got like longer range. It's just when I'm like sort of got like tanks on both sides in this narrow gap, it can be a bit tricky. And now we're able to take out that green destroyer, And I've just got a load of destroyers on this right side of the map, which I'm taking down to the... And I'm going to try and do a bit of an attack on part of Eric's base.
Building.
And all seems to be going well. A completely different game to what happened in the first game that I played against Eric. So this tactic seems to be working pretty well. We can see Reaps is a bit on the retreat. I'm taking my Navy down to this first island on their side. You can see he's got a sub-pen, but submarines don't do very well against destroyers. Although it seems like, I don't know if that's my teammate Subs there, who's playing as blue. And I'm just providing a little bit of support on the left side as our tanks seem to get closer to the main base. And there's Eric. He's trying to get like an MCV dump, and he's got some Tesla coils there. But I think I've got so much control that I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue. You can see he's got some Tesla coils there built. He's got an ore refinery. The thing is, I think he's struggling for ore quite a lot because we've managed to like take a lot of the resources in this game. And now we're going for his Tesla coils. Let's see if these tanks are able to take them out. And also orange here as well, and we've got two teams fighting him. As long as we get those Tesla coils down, the rest will be pretty easy. And they are down, and we're going to be able to take out that ore refinery, no problem. I have lost a lot of power, so I am going to need to sort of like get that power back up. But for now, it looks like I'm okay, and now we're going to be able to take out that MCV. Although he has managed to someone's managed to take out my tech centre, so I can't see much anymore. But yeah, I don't think that's going to be too much of a worry. I'm wondering, do they have like airfields maybe? A player playing with MiGs, possibly. I'm not quite sure at this point what just happened. But you can see from this, like I've just lost all visibility, but my team is all over the map, so we still can see quite a bit. And yeah, I'm just having a look there because I just trying to wonder what destroyed my tech centre. I can't see any navy there, so I guess if it was a missile sub, that could like appear and then take out that tech centre maybe. So it could have been that. It could have been MiGs. I'm not really sure at this point. And we can see Nose calling good game because you can just see how much map control we have. We've obviously got a lot of control on the left side of the map, and it doesn't look like there's any way they can come back. Orange has also got some destroyers on their side. I've got destroyers in the middle and on the right side of the map. So we've got like complete control of the water really. I can't see any other boats out there opposing us. And now we're just going... You can see Blue's actually got quite good defences as well. He's got a few Tesla coils. So unless there's no way they can sort of like push back. And now I'm just bringing my ships a bit further down. And yes, there are some helicopters actually from the other team. And that might be what destroyed my tech centre, I'm thinking. Possibly, I'm not 100% sure. But now we can see that Blue is pushing further down the map. He's also bringing an MCV further down. Although there's not really much there anymore. And Eric has been defeated, so he is out of the game. And now I've got my destroyers in there, and Blue's coming with me, and he's going to bring those heavy tanks right to the bottom part of the map. And you can see our ore trucks now, we've just got like no ore anywhere in this mainland. Yeah, you can see they're like those ore trucks of the other team. They're all going for that first island, and their ore trucks are just being decimated by our destroyers. There's no way they're going to be able to come back from this. That's Nose's ore trucks all being destroyed. I think we must have taken like at least 5 or 6 ore trucks out there. But there's just no ore anyway, so it's not really going to matter too much. And now Blue is in the main base against Green Reaps. But Reaps has got nothing to defend. I'm just getting another ore refinery on that outer island. Just may as well use the little ore that's left. And now we're bringing our medium tanks into this fight here. Reaps is losing his war factories. There's nothing he's got to defend with because he'll be out of ore at this point, I think. We're all struggling. And yeah, it's just a case of destroying their buildings. And there's Pink next to him. And it doesn't look like they're going to be able to do much. It was Pink actually who's got the helicopters. So it was Pink who destroyed my tech centre. that was the unknown player from this game, but now we've taken out Pink's base, and as soon as we get through his base, we're going to be able to find that helipad and destroy that as well, so I'm going to get no more helicopter attacks, and you can see him sort of selling up at the moment. And yeah, Nose with that red gap generator, which sort of like keeps it invisible. We can see red there, and those helicopters coming down. We'll have to see where they decide to land. There's nowhere really for them anymore. The helipad must have been destroyed, and we're just basically wiping up here. And Pink's selling up now, and Pink is out of the game, and now it's just Nose left, and we'll just be able to take out his last buildings. So I think that tactic worked really well, which I used to try and get, I think also getting control of that outer island that's not connected early on was a really good move, because I was able to get established there, and then when I got a navy around there, even when Eric did go onto the island, he wasn't able to do that much. And we can see Nose's last base here. We didn't really see much of Nose this game. Obviously he was playing at the other side of the map. And there his base is destroyed, and that is good game. So, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video.